Hello guys, welcome to another video. This video is really special for me because I'm unboxing a watch today which is born in Bangalore and it is founded by people of Bangalore. So without wasting much time, let me unbox this. While I unbox this guys, I had a chance to meet its founders and thanks to them they made some time to meet me and we spoke a lot about watches in general and also about this specific watch, and I really want to thank them for giving me the privilege and opportunity to talk to them, and then they handed this watch over to me personally. So this is a really special one for me. The packaging looks very beautiful and promising guys. Let's take it out. They've really done a beautiful bubble wrapping. This looks like a gift to me. There are a few more things I see in the box. Let's see what it is. This is a bill. It has the price. It has the manufacturer's seal and sign. So let's keep this aside. Now I see another envelope. Let's see what this is. This is our beautiful Bengal tiger. It has the big courtesy name also. It has Majestic Craftsmen. If I turn back, it says crafted by hands, crowned with perfection. There's a note which says each tick of this watch leaves a footprint not just in time but in crucial efforts to save tigers. With each glance you raise awareness and contribute to their conservation. So let your timepiece be a reminder of the urgency to protect these magnificent creatures for generations to come. Each dial is handmade and unique to your wrist. Alright guys, so I have to talk about this. A portion of the sales that they do for this watch goes to tiger conservation efforts, and the second point we'll discuss more when we see the dial. Every dial is unique, no watch looks the same, and I'll explain you how when we see the watch. This is a beautiful effort to protect our tigers, and I really support this cause. It's a noble cause that they have taken up in their first watch itself. Let's see what the other card is. There's a thank you note from the company and the team. Now let me keep all these aside. Alright guys, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Beautiful green box. The box says Majestic Craftsmen, and today we will be unboxing and reviewing the eye of the tiger. So let's see what is inside before we see the watch. You have a technical specifications of the watch. It says Majestic Craftsmen, crafted by hands, crowned with perfection. Warranty is 12 months from the date of purchase. If I turn back, it has a note on the eye of tiger, and it also has a time setting procedure. Now let me keep it back. Within the box, it also has a printing of Majestic Craftsmen. Now let me take the watch out. It's a very beautiful pillow. Let me keep the paperwork back. Let's look at the watch guys. First things first, let me get the film out. There's a film on the back also. Let me remove this. So the first thing you would notice on this watch is the beautiful iris pattern blue dial, which is sunburst in nature. If you try to reflect the light from different angles, you will see the etching pattern beautifully. And then if you watch very closely, this iris pattern blends to the outer circle of the dial, which is yellowish orange in color. I guess now you can see it. And at the point where the yellow meets the blue iris pattern, it looks black on the camera. In reality, this is navy blue. I'm not sure if you're able to see this. The way they have achieved this guys is to multiple machining stages and then etching, which is then lacquered and polished. So this resulted in a beautiful 3-tone D-grade dial. D-grade dial basically means the center of the dial has a different pattern than the ends of the dial. If you notice the dial carefully, you will see precious stone-like studs as the hour indices. This is basically to remember the Kohinoor Diamonds of India. Then you can see on the top, which has Majestic Craftsmen, and then their logo. On the bottom, you can see self-wind and 24 jewels. This is a 24 jewels movement because this is Seiko NH35A. The other noticeable thing about the dial are the beautiful hour and minute hands. The hour and minute hands are inspired from Patek Philippe pocket watch Louis XV from 1905. The hour and minute hands are white in color, and then you can notice the date window at the 6 o'clock position. The seconds needle is in beautiful yellow, which has a good color matching with that of the yellow ring on the outer circumference of the dial. All these guys are trying to give a mesmerizing look, and it's something which makes me stare continuously at the dial. And then if I turn to the right, you can see beautiful vertical machining lines on the case. This is to remind us of the stripes on the tiger. But then if you watch the surface closely, this is sandblasted to matte finish, which reminds us of the rough terrain that the tiger lives in. The crown also has Majestic Craftsmen logo, and the crown is also not something which they have picked out of the catalog. It is very much designed for this specific watch. If you turn back, it has etching of the tiger paws on the center of the dial, and then you have the name of the watch, which is the Eye of the Tiger and Majestic Craftsmen. You have stainless steel, then you have a note which is Save the Tigers, 5 atmosphere, which is 50 meters of water resistance, India made. You have a serial number. One thing I am missing on this is if they could even engrave the serial number of the watch on the case, then it would have been good. If you turn to the side, there is other noticeable fact on this. The lugs are inspired from the paws of the tiger, hence you can see them shaped vertically downwards to hug your wrist. In general, to summarize this, the dial is the eye of the tiger, which shines beautifully. The case itself is the body of the tiger, which has all the stripes of the tiger and shows us how rough and fearful it is. The lugs represent the limbs of the tiger. Now let's talk about the materials. The glass is made of toughened mineral glass, which is similar to Hardlex. The case is made of stainless steel. The back case is also made of stainless steel. The strap is made of vegan leather. The movement used here, guys, is Seiko NH35A automatic movement. This also has a hacking feature, which means when you pull the crown out fully to set the time, the seconds needle stops so that you can make the time setting more precise. It also has a self-winding feature, which means it's an automatic movement. If you wear it on your wrist and use it regularly, the balancing wheel winds itself, and it has a power reserve of around 41 hours. I'll also put the tech spec on the screen, guys, and this is also the same movement that is used on the DWC Havelock. This also has a date window. Now Majestic Craftsmen is giving a warranty of 12 months on this watch. Little bit about Majestic Craftsmen. The team of Majestic Craftsmen is a passionate group of watch-loving engineers and enthusiasts who have been collecting watches from many years. They have serviced their own watches, they have repaired their own watches, they have collected some of the unique, and they have contributed a lot to the watch collectors community for many years. One notable example being that they have worked with HMT itself, and they have developed the watch HMT Stellar Varchas in the beautiful Tiffany blue color, which made the Tiffany blue dial famous in India. I'm also putting the screenshots as I speak on this topic, guys. So after they worked with HMT to develop the Stellar Varchas, and they felt that they could do more, and they decided to go all in and crazy with out of the box thinking to come together with this watch, and this became their dream passion to develop something very unique and luxurious such that the watch collection community within India can afford it. This watch is completely done and designed out of passion and perfection, and whatever they say on their website or on the thank you note and all the paperwork we have just seen just only adds to the beautiful craftsmanship that is there on this watch, and nothing was ever done just with a commercial sense. Think like this: if you are a watch lover and you have the resources and the interest and time to design a watch, what would you do? I would go all in and I would put my craziest thoughts to design the most beautiful watch that I can dream of. So that's what this team has done. And I really appreciate the fact that they're trying to give back to the society through the tiger conservation efforts and everything. How many watch companies as of today, especially a startup, have you seen giving back something to the community? Now, there are many questions that were raised on this watch initially, like this doesn't even have a sapphire crystal, and why does it cost 13,500, etc. What I think as a consumer, just a disclaimer at this point, I have bought this watch and I'm a customer to them, and this is not a review unit, this is not a sponsored content. I've put in my money already, and the privilege I had is since I'm based out of Bangalore, I was able to meet them and pick this watch directly from them. When I was speaking to them, I understood that the main starting point of their design was the dial itself, and then they made the case blend to the design of the dial, and that's how a design theme of this was developed. It's very bold for someone to go all out with a unique design on their first watch. I totally agree, and many of the consumers in India would probably feel that you don't even get a sapphire glass when you're paying 13,500 rupees. So I get your point, guys. I mean, I totally echo your words. When you just think about the value for money and what you get, then it's okay to ask those questions, and you should ask those questions to make this product a better one. But then just think about Titan Raga. It's a women's watch. They give a brass case and mineral glass, and yet charge 20,000 rupees for it, and just because it looks beautiful. They're trying to represent India in all ways Indian possible. For example, our national animal, which is the tiger, and the Kohinoor Diamonds, which are rightfully Indians. This is not something that they're getting out of China, recasing it here and selling it to us. So when they're trying to come up with their own design thought, working with every supplier in India, design this watch, then develop a proto, and then bringing it to production, then taking care of the quality rejections, and then perfectionizing it to the production output that they envision, takes a lot of effort for any manufacturer, and especially when it's a startup, it's a huge commitment that they're taking to bring out the best in themselves and the best in with the suppliers they're working in. They packaged it themselves, and every order is also shipped by themselves. So it's a commendable effort that they're putting on this watch, and this is purely done by someone who loves watches and is a watch collector himself. So guys, as per me, the price tag of around 13,500 rupees is justifiable, because they are trying to bring a luxury design at an affordable price for Indian market, while contributing back to the society and passing a beautiful message of saving the tigers. Just on a time setting, guys, I've already set this time, so I don't want to take your time for it, so let me re-explain on that. If you pull the crown twice, you can set the time. So it's 10:30, 10:25. I'm already at exact time, so you can set the time. Please rotate it in the clockwise direction and do not change the time in anti-clockwise direction. It has a date window. If you pull the crown once, you can set the date, and again rotate it clockwise, guys, it will set the date, and push it back. Since this is a Seiko NH35A, it has a power reserve of around 40 hours, and you can wind this around 25 to 30 times for getting the full power reserve, but this is automatic movement, so even if you rotate around 25 times and wear it on your wrist, it will self wind. This is a 360 degree rotating bi-directional balancing wheel on this, so you can shake this clockwise or anti-clockwise, it will still wind the rotor. Now let's measure the dimensions of the watch. Case day of 38 mm, lug to lug of 46.7 mm, case thickness of 11.2 mm, and strap size of 20 mm. Now let's compare this watch against the similar watches I have. This is how it looks next to a beautiful Alba Automatic in Tiffany blue. This is how it looks next to a beautiful Argos Apollo 3 in pastel salmon color. This is how it looks next to a beautiful HMT Kajal in sunburst gold. This is how it looks next to a beautiful HMT Priya from the 1980s. This is how it looks next to the beautiful DWC Havelock, which also has the same movement as the Eye of the Tiger, which is Seiko NH35A. The craftsmanship on both these watches is very beautiful, guys, and I love the way even the DWC Havelock looks. It also has a lot of detailing. It is also very unique. It's a more functional watch, and they put a lot of attention to detail on this watch also. You can see a lot of design elements on this watch. The Majestic Craftsmen Eye of the Tiger also have done similar efforts, but these two watches are built for different purpose altogether. It's a beautiful wristwatch. It's very unique on your wrist, and people will notice it the moment you wear it. And this is also a beautiful watch, but this is more functional in nature. It's done for a diving capacity of up to 200 meters while maintaining a good craftsmanship all along the watch. So both these brands are doing a great job, and we really need to support our Indian community to develop more such watches. Now, to do a quick wrist check, today I'm wearing the Casio F91W in blue color. Yes, this is the unfair comparison, but let's compare it anyway. So this is how the Casio F91W looks next to the Eye of the Tiger. There is no comparison at all, but yet I'm doing it. This is how the Eye of the Tiger looks on the wrist. It's a beautiful one. The first thing you would see when you notice the watch is the iris pattern dial, and then if you look very closely, you will also notice the yellow hues all along the border of the dial. And guys, the other design element, if you notice here, you can see the tiger paws hugging the wrist. The diamond like studs on the upper indices looks beautiful. I'm also happy the moment I see this that some portion of my contribution is also going towards tiger conservation. It's a very noble cause, and kudos to the team on that. It's a beautiful watch developed by guys in India, especially from Bangalore, working with the Indian suppliers without any import except the movement itself. So I support this made in India, designed in India, assembled in India watch. Good job, team, and thank you for the hospitality you have extended to me during my visit. So that's it for this video, guys. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.